Hi guys, welcome to another GoForIt video. Today we'll take care of the block on the 1.8 VVT engine. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like this kind of content, and if you do, consider to subscribe and activate the notifications. Follow me also on the social networks, especially on Instagram, because I post regular updates between the videos. Today's video, I will take care of the block of the engine, where I will clean it, take all that rust inside of the cooling chambers, and then I will take care of the outside. I will strip it and paint it. The only thing that we are missing now is to take off these old plugs so we can wash the inner chamber for the cooling system really well, because it's really dirty and really rusty. So I will take these plugs off, and then of course we install brand new ones. Here we have the block now, all stripped and ready to be cleaned inside and out. I will now clean the block inside, try to take as much as rust as possible. All these channels I will clean with my accessory for my rifle, so this will fit here on these holes, and hopefully I can scrub all this rust away and all the scrap that's inside. Now I will dry it as much as possible with the shop air. The block is now inside. It's covered with WD-40, so it will not rust and get damaged. Now the next step is to take a razor blade and really careful pass all the surface of the block to get rid of all the remainings of the old gasket and some other contaminants that it might have. Using WD-40 as the lubricant, you take the razor blade and you start to clean really careful the surface. So give it a good wipe. And you can clearly see the difference between, let me raise it up a little bit, the image. You can clearly see the difference between this area and this area that it was not cleaned yet with the razor blade. I will now do the entire block with the blade, and then I get back to you guys when I have it ready for the next step. With the block turned upside down, I will now remove all this old RTV that we have here, so the surface will be as clean as possible before I take the block outside to sandblast. Here, for the holes in these plugs, I 3D printed I designed and 3D printed some plastic plugs that I will use temporarily to cover the holes here while I sandblast and paint all the block. It is now time to test my new sandblast gun for exterior. Now that the block is all stripped, I will just wipe it with some isopropylic alcohol and then start to put the first coat of paint. The block is now painted with the first coat, and it is looking really nice. I will let it dry now for the recommended time, and then I will apply a second coat over this one, and I think it will be enough. Now that the engine is painted, we can remove these false plugs. The block is now clean and painted. I want to take care of this surface because it is a little bit dark in some spots. I cannot feel any low spots anywhere. Maybe in here a little bit, but we'll see it in a moment. So what I will do, I will use a blade that I have from high-speed steel, and I will use my filler gauge with 0.05 millimeters to check if I can spot any warp. And just like this, all along this surface, I cannot find any place where I can stick the filler below the blade. Let's see on this side. Starting from here. Nothing? No. So I believe that the block is perfect straight. Let's see now on the diagonal. And in the other direction. So I don't want to have the surface machined if I don't absolutely need it, because I don't want to increase the compression ratio. It is already too high for a turbo engine. If I can just smooth the surface a little bit and avoid to have it machined, I would do that. I will use an old method with a mirror and some sandpaper. I will show you right next. We take a mirror that, if you don't have any distortions, it's a really flat surface. And I attach some sandpaper on top of it, like this. And now that we have the sandpaper here really flat, we can turn the mirror upside down, and I am doing it just by hand, trying to keep the same pressure as much as possible. Now that I have done a first pass with the 280 grid, I will do some marks with a Sharpie, just like this, to check if we have some wall spots. But all the marks are disappearing in an equal way. So this tells me that I don't have any relevant low spot, and my surface it's really straight. Now I'm happy with the 280 grid result, and before I pass to the 400 to give it the final shine, I will check if we have some place where we can stick the 0.05 millimeter filler. Nothing. So, really good. Let's now change the sandpaper to the 400 grit and give it a good pass to get the final finish. I'll give it a pass with the 400 grit for the final look. The 400 grit step is now complete, and this is our final result. I am really happy. I still have some dark spots here and there, but they are within the spec because I cannot pass the 0.05 millimeter filler gauge through there, so it's not a low spot, but the surface is really smooth, and the gasket should be able to seal it properly. The block is now ready to be power washed one last time, then it will be totally dried, lubricated, and it will be ready to start the assembly process. Let's now pressure wash and degrease both the block and the cylinder head one last time before we start to reassemble. Now that the engine is already dry, really dry, I put it already on the stand again. I will now hoon the cylinders. I will use this 3 arms hooning tool with the power drill on the velocity 1. I will start by clean the inside of each cylinder with brake cleaner, then I will lube it with the WD-40, and I will start to hoon the interior. Put some kind of plastic or bag, something that contain the interior, the bottom of the block, otherwise it will be a big mess of oil everywhere when the tool hits the bottom and rotate with all that WD-40 on the end. So let's put it like this and attach it here, and now on the other side. Let me show you guys the cylinders inside, how they are now, and then I will show you how they will be after the hoon. They are not scratched. I will just do a light hooning to get a fresh surface for the pistons to travel, and for the cylinder walls be able to retain some of the oil to help to lubricate the piston. Let's now start applying some WD-40. Now the tool itself, I clean the stones first with brake cleaner, and now I will just apply some WD-40 also on the stones. I am now happy with the result on the first cylinder, and you can clearly see the difference on the cylinder that it is ready to receive the piston and the ones that are not. So let's now do the same on the other three. The 4 cylinders are now ready, and you guys check this out. They are looking amazing. All ready to have the pistons installed with the new piston rings. The block is now ready. Let's take this bag off, clean the bottom, and then I will protect it and store it to have it ready for the assembly. In the next video, we will prepare the cylinder head, and after that, I will start to prepare all the stuff. I will gap the piston rings and prepare all the internals to start the assembly from the bottom up. And the goal is, not on the next video, but in the other, to have all these parts assembled with the cylinder head torqued to the block. This was the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed it and it can be useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate all the notifications so you don't lose any of the new videos of this series. Check also my Instagram and my Facebook page, and don't forget to share these videos on your social networks if you like to share this video with your friends. See you on the next one. Bye.